What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and today I'm gonna answer a question between young Ming Gromara or young Ming Thaleia. Now, finally had a little bit of time to do some controlled tests. Okay, so I'll kind of go into what those tests were. I'll show you guys the reports and all our different findings and everything like that. So the different types of tests that I did, okay? I did Young Ming Gromara and also Young Ming Thaleia individually hitting an AFK tank just to kind of, in a controlled environment, simulate what it's like hitting just tanks, right? Because once you're like KVK 1, 2, and 3, or at least fighting most competitive alliances as a mage player, as range players in general, you're hitting tanks a lot of the time. So it kind of gives us like a sense of what kind of DPS are they doing, what kind of survivability do they have hitting these tanks, specifically Quan Kuma. And then I also did an AoE test to see between both pairings, and then ultimately at the end of the video I'm gonna tell you guys what are my recommendations, which one, like who should you pair with who. Okay, so with that being said, guys, let me go ahead and show you guys my little testing graph first. Okay, so on the screen you guys can see that we had Ming Gromara. You can see the Sev ratio. So test number 1, the Sev ratio here, like I said, I'm going to show you guys on the report as well what this is right here. But we took 5k Sevs and dished out 55, right? Units remaining, 231,000. Also had the kill time, artifact damage, and pet damage. So I'll let you guys kind of decipher these right here. But as you guys look at this, when you look at the Sev ratio, right? So who's dealing more damage? We got 55 to 57, 53 to 54, 48 to 50. So Ming Thaleia is dishing out more damage. Okay, Sev ratios, like who has the most survivability? 51 to 42, 49 to 53. That's like a kind of like a interesting situation there, right? 47 to 49. So there's that, right? And then the kill time, which is another very important thing. So the Ming Gromara was killing faster, not by much, but hey, every second counts, right? And when you take to account like multiple different players utilizing these marches, all of those seconds add up. Now, here is something that I found that was very interesting, was the artifact damage. Okay, Ming Thaleia had more artifact damage, and that has a lot to do with Thaleia's attack increase. So Thaleia has a lot of attack increase, whereas Gromara has a little bit more hero skill damage focus. Although Thaleia does have some great hero skill damage focus, but Thaleia also does a lot of attack damage, which is what I think. And also, you take a look at the pet damage; it also scaled the pet damage better. For those of you guys that know, the attack attribute itself directly correlates into artifact damage and also pet damage, right? So gotta love some good attack there. So I mean, just looking at this test alone, guys, let's be honest, they're not that different. Okay, like they're really not that different. Let's go ahead and let me show you guys the actual reports here. So let me bring my camera back. Boom. Boom. Shout out to Jason, by the way, who helped us do these testings earlier. So this is the one over here. Let me go ahead and might as well turn the camera off. So we have Ming Gromara here. Okay. You can just see in the merit ratio. Okay. So Thaleia ended up getting more, right? 68.7, and then Gromara 66.7, which is not that far off. You can take a look here, 15k Sev wounded to 157, compared to Ming Thaleia 14.6 to 163. You can look at the remaining units, 173.9, and then over here, 178.3. So when you're looking at just individual marches, like I said, there's not that big of a difference between them. Okay, and we also did an AoE testing. So right here we did Ming Gromara. You can see here 50.9. So the way that I did this testing was I hit 3 AFK tanks that were just standing there. I made sure that I focused Madeline Thea for both tests. Okay, I've made sure that I focused Madeline Thea for both tests here, in order to try to make it as accurate as possible. So when you look at the merits, it almost yielded the similar results, whereas Ming Thaleia got slightly more merits, okay? 37.7 to 38.6 in terms of merits. But when we take a look at the overall stats, 5.9k Sev woundeds for the Ming Gromara, 92.4k for the Ming Gromara. And then you take a little bit over here, 5.3 to 96.2. Okay, so it's like, can you say that Ming Thaleia is better just based off of this? I mean, no, right? No, because the field is so dynamic. And I think that what we can see from these tests, though, is that both heroes are so similar. So now, with that being said, what does that mean? What do I recommend, right? Because people like to hold me on the edge and be like, Guns, who do I invest? Who do I go for? Okay, what I will say is, it is safe to say, based on the testings that I've been seeing, based on my controlled testings here, and also the numerous amounts of reports that I've received from a bunch of different servers, from KVK1 all the way down to KVK who knows, right? Like, I've seen amazing merit reports from both Ming Thaleia and also Ming Gromara, that ultimately the conclusion that I came with is that you can skip one of them. If you have Thaleia done already, you don't really have to go for Gromara. Granted, I will put some more food for thought saying that. So, and if you also went for Gromara, you don't necessarily have to do your Thaleia. Okay, now, let me show you guys some lineups. So what does that look like? Okay, so what does that look like if, let's just say, you don't go for Gromara, okay? If you don't go for Gromara, this is the lineup that I think that would be the most ideal. Okay, so with Gromara missing, what do you do in terms of your lineup, in terms of what it would look like, right? Because a lot of you guys have the little goat girl either in a 555 similar configuration. I know it's kind of, I think it's like a little different, but you guys get what I'm saying, the configuration there in terms of investing, right? So a lot of you guys have her done, and you're kind of like, or some of you guys are probably a little bit younger and haven't even got these heroes yet, right? So this is especially really good information for you guys to decide how you guys want to move about your heroes. Let me go ahead and bring my camera back, kind of go low right here. Okay, so oops, sorry. Come here. So this is what I would recommend, how it would look like with no Gromara. Now, let's just say you didn't go for Thaleia, but now you have Gromara. So what would I do? This is what I would do here. So essentially, you would just kind of like flip-flop them around on what I would recommend. Now, I know that you guys see the Thunderland Mag. Haven't really made a video on that one yet. That's kind of something that I've been experimenting. However, it's looking pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It's looking pretty good. And, you have even more AoE in the field, yada, yada, yada. And obviously, one of the other things I still need to test a little bit more is the whole Gromara Thunderland, but we'll see, guys. We'll see. Like I said, as soon as I'm finding out stuff, as I'm testing different things and seeing how they're doing individually, I put it out to you guys. So I know it's not the answer. I mean, I think the answer I'm giving you guys is pretty solid, right? Based off field reports, based off controlled testing. So now some of you guys are probably thinking, well, what if I went with both? Well, you're also not in a horrible spot either, because now you can put your Mu and your Thea somewhere else, right? So for some of you guys that run multiple different marches, this is probably what it looks like more for you, right? Because some of you guys put Mu with your cabs, Mu with your tanks, da-da-da-da. So I made sure that I covered a lot of different aspects depending on how you guys are moving about your accounts. Okay, so those are my recommendation, guys. I hope that you guys found it very useful. with my recommendations, and I will be doing a lot more testings. Let me know down below what testings that you guys want to see me do. I'll probably do a Thun mag, maybe hitting like an AFK tank, or we'll see. Let me know any other mage stuff that you guys want to know. I'm gonna be trying to focus pretty heavily on a lot of mage stuff a little bit more. But yeah, guys, any recommendations, let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, guys, and kind of like the little aspect of the testing that I did with test 1, 2, and 3, I figured, you know, we got to start coming up with some new stuff that kind of bring you guys more value. So that's kind of the approach that I took with that. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on it, guys. It definitely helps me out a ton. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, hit that sub button. All right, turn on the bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.